Hey guys, Zen here, and Year 6 is moving into its second season here for Rainbow Six Siege, and Ubisoft finally introduced our next operator, and her name is Thunderbird. In this video, we're getting into everything there is to know about the announcement, and we're also going to speak on North Star, the official name for Season 2, and all the details that have come to light since it was revealed. Season 1 has flown by, like Flores still feels brand new, but we're about ready to take off with Season 2, and so let's do that.
Preparation. Speed. Precision. These are essential when it comes to saving lives. And that's how I fly.
Now guys, really quickly, I wanted to thank Ridge for sponsoring this video. So guys, the Ridge wallet is a slim front pocket style wallet that's perfectly designed to hold on to the essentials. It's made with two metal plates bound together with an elastic band, which makes it small and convenient, but also durable and built to last. If you take a look at that old and bulky wallet you have now, it's definitely time to slim down and upgrade. But if you're someone still using cash, they offer the Ridge with either a cash strap or the money clip. So guys, over on ridge.com, you can get your hands on a brand new Ridge wallet in a bunch of different colors and styles to suit your look. And if you use code ZEN at checkout, you'll get it with a 10% discount. And so guys, click the link in the description, head over to ridge.com/Zen and use code ZEN to get your Ridge and a 10% discount. Your Ridge is backed by a lifetime guarantee, and so it's one that'll stand the test of time. Guys, check it out with the link below, and thanks to Ridge for sponsoring our video. And so yeah, Thunderbird is our Season 2 operator, and she's got one of the most interesting backstories in a while. Now, I suppose I should lead with the fact that I've gone hands-on with this operator, and I've promised not to spoil anything or give any opinions on her until it's time, so mum's the word on those extra thick details. But there's still plenty enough here to get through. Now, I think the most obvious thing here is that she's a pilot. The only other pilot I can think of on Team Rainbow is Jaeger, and for those who don't know, he's actually a helicopter technician, and Thunderbird here is taking off with a helicopter, which works perfectly for her region and the lush terrain. She's a rescuer, and she saved the life of Nomad, the explorer of Team Rainbow, and Nomad gives the first few critical details and understanding who Mina Sky, aka Thunderbird, really is. Mina may seem like she takes risks as a pilot, but they're calculated. She's always in control of herself and adaptable to her surroundings. Though I investigated her background more extensively, I am still affected by something she said when we first met. If you break something, you should learn to fix it. If you fear something, you should seek to understand it. And if you hurt someone, you should know how to stitch the wound. I now know this wisdom came from her mother, and like all her teachings, Thunderbird honors it. Growing up in the Nakota territories, it was her passion for preserving her community's traditions that first led her to work in hydrology. She studied water storage, wastewater, and river management. She believes that understanding water's relation to the earth is the first step in ensuring essential and accessible water sources for all peoples. Thunderbird is nothing if not resourceful. I've seen her splint a broken bone with 2 sticks and a shoelace. But in our line of work, we don't always have time to tie shoelaces, let alone search for sticks. Her healing tech has come a long way since I first saw it. What impresses me most is the distribution method. She can't be everywhere at once, so I'm grateful to have another medic on the field. We can use as many friends as we can get. Sometimes a comforting presence while you heal is just as important as keeping you alive. Luckily, she excels at both. I wouldn't have suggested we make Thunderbird an offer if I didn't think she was a good fit, and I'm not just saying that because she saved my life. And so, Thunderbird sounds like one of the more resourceful operators on the squad, and also a kind spirit. Being from the Nakota region, her experience is very closely tied to nature and needing to use the tools of the earth rather than relying on high-tech gadgetry, and it seems Nomad is making the assumption that bringing her to Rainbow means she'll need to blend the skills of her region with the technology of joining the team. Frost is another operator who kind of fits in this mold, and it's always been fascinating to see operators who maybe have more of a survivalist kind of background find crucial roles here. The last thing Nomad mentions is that it would be nice to have another healer on the team, and as of like right now, Doc is the only true healer of Rainbow Six Siege, and I'll be honest and say that I agree with her. Another healer would be ideal. Interestingly, Thunderbird studies hydrology, and there really isn't an operator who specifically uses water or water science to achieve their goal, and so the implementation in Siege could be brand new. But that's really everything currently about Thunderbird that's been revealed, and just in case it wasn't clear, she is a defender. Now, they also released the official name for Season 2, and it's North Star. Again, Operation is completely gone from the title, so for those that claimed Cap or that Crimson Heist was just a standalone story, it is no longer a part of the seasonal content. I think part of the reason is that Ghost Recon has been using Operation for some of its content and events, and so Ubisoft has just moved away from it with Siege. But yeah, North Star. Thunderbird is the new Defender, and there's also the rework to Favela coming in the season as well. Now, I know some people really aren't fans of the Favela rework because it is yet another casual-only rework, which means another season with no change to ranked. Now, I'll be honest and say it is unfortunate to get virtually no change to the ranked map pool for an entire season, especially because the last rework was Border, and it was an incredible redo, but it wasn't like a massive change to the map. It was slight and effective, but the ranked playlist has felt roughly the same for quite a while at this point. But I will say that as far as maps go, Favela has been desperate for a rework because the goal for it was to be the most destructible map in Siege, and it accomplished that. But in today's meta, it just doesn't work, and so it's a good thing to finally get to it. And so for North Star, that's what we've got. Thunderbird, an operator who saved Nomad's life and is potentially joining to supply aid to the rest of the team in another content drop that moves away from Operation for the second time in year 6. But there is also a few other bits of news to get to, and so let's talk about it. First of which has to be this new amazing uniform and headgear for Kaid. Personally, I think it's on the level of an elite, but it's called the Baron bundle. It comes with the Willow Rhombus uniform and the Willow Dusk headgear, as well as the North Jewel charm and the adorned ivory weapon skin for the AUG A3. I feel like Kaid's bundles in particular are a little lacking, but this one is honestly one of the best. Also, Rainbow have announced the After Action report. So this is one of those sleeper updates that could be worth a lot in the future, but essentially at the end of each month, Ubisoft will give a full breakdown of everything they've either fixed or changed in Rainbow Six Siege. For some, it's a lifesaver because not everyone is super tapped into what's happening in Siege, or they take some time off, and when they come back, there could be massive changes that they're just unaware of. One of my buddies is a Jaeger main and just missed the latest update to the 416's recoil and came back to essentially an all-new weapon, and so this kind of thing helps a lot. And yeah, guys, that's our video for today. North Star and its big reveal takes place during the 6 Invitational Finals on May 23rd, so there will be heaps more content to talk about once it goes down. In the meantime, check out the video on the screen. We get into probably the biggest news Ubisoft has dropped all year long, and also how Callie may actually be working for the enemy. So click the video to check that out. With all that, it's been Zen. Hey, I'm out.
Preparation. Speed. Precision. These are essential when it comes to saving lives. And that's how I fly.